we all talk about it so much, but really we need action now. Like we need to do something.
You released a documentary, Race, Pop and Power, last week about your experiences with race. Why did you feel like that was so important to do?
I feel like, well, obviously when the whole movement happened, it was just wild to see for once the whole world talking about race. I remember when I spoke about my experiences some years ago, and I touched on them, and I felt like it kind of fell on deaf ears because it just didn't seem like the world was ready to talk about race then. But I always knew that I wanted to do a documentary about it, not just my experiences, but racism in the UK in general, and especially like in the pop world, in music industry. So I'm just so happy that I've done it, and it's out there. It was really hard. I think the thing that I most struggled with was being so open, because I wasn't used to really speaking about my experiences at all. It was in like a bubble. That's how I felt. It just feels like a weight's kind of been lifted, and I feel a lot better for it. I feel like a different person.
You've overcome. Do you feel like when Little Mix first formed, you being like the only black girl in the group, how did you think that would affect your career in the long run?
Honest, I feel like at the beginning, I didn't think I would go through all of that. I didn't think I would have struggled as much as I did. I think I wasn't really prepared for it because my school was very multicultural. I just didn't really come across much racism. And I think when I got put into the group, that's when like it all started and it all started happening for me. So I didn't ever expect it to be like that. But as I say, like I feel like I'm a different person now. I've learned so much. I've gone on this journey, and I've come out the other side, and I feel so empowered and proud to be who I am. So
what would you say to certain people? Because I've seen obviously comments on Twitter about them saying, she's lighter skin, like this isn't the space that she should be in or doing this documentary. What would you say to those people?
I feel like people assumed that I was going to talk about my experiences of colorism, and that is not what it was and not what I was going to do at all. But I think if I was going to do a documentary about racism, how could I not address colorism? And how could I not give darker skinned women the platform to amplify their voices? Like that's what I wanted to do. I feel like now that I've obviously spoken about colorism as well, someone else can take that and do something bigger about colorism. So, I feel like I did a good thing.
100%. When people watch the documentary, what do you want them to gain from it?
I think the main thing that I want people to take from it is, you know what, I need to do something as well. Like everyone, like we all talk about it so much, but really we need action now. Like we need to do something, and I want people to watch it and be like, right, I need to get involved. I need to do something to help.
And even people that aren't of an ethnic minority, it's like, I don't know, like an exec that may be middle class and white that watches it, like he might need to go away and kind of think about how he's shaping his workplace. I think there's so many different things to come from the documentary. It's not just like, oh, I'm black or I'm lighter skin, so I need to do this. I think it's other people around us that need to do more work, that need to educate themselves.
I feel like I'm kind of sick of that whole idea of let's just put two black people in a room and let them solve the issue of race. Like it's not going to solve it, and it's not up to us to solve it either. So I really hope that people take that from it as well. And so